What is up, everybody? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Shred Show live with me, Josh Pitts. And as always, I'm very excited, enthusiastic to have you joining us here on the Shred Show. But even more, I've got my incredible friend, the one, the only, the legendary Mat Ishbia, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd goes wild. I feel like I'm like in the stadium with you, Matt, when like you're on the court, the crowd's behind us, and just everybody's cheering, Matt, Matt, Matt. You know, that's how I feel every time I have you on the show. So it's so good to have you, my friend. How are you?
Oh, doing great. So glad to be here. I love the energy you always bring. Happy to be here with you.
Well, dude, I'm excited to dive into this. I have a lot of things that we want to talk to you about today. But again, guys, if you're just joining us live, as always, make sure you comment hashtag UWM because, of course, we're shredding here with Matt today. And so make sure you comment hashtag UWM if you're joining us live. And if you're joining us on the replay, make sure you comment hashtag hustle because that means you're out there hustling, you're getting it done. Then you're coming back and you're learning from Matt and you're out there implementing. So let's dive into it. Matt, first and foremost, you know, there's a lot of craziness. This COVID-19, the markets are going nuts. I don't want to spend a ton of time on that. You've had some brilliant conversations with some of the industry's best. And so I don't want to dive too much into that. But I want to ask you this right now, because in your book, you talk about this, but right now in particular, is offense or defense? You use these analogies a lot in your book, talking about playing offense, playing defense, and we use it in business. But in your opinion, should we be playing more offense or should we be playing defense in our business right now?
You know, my perspective is if you're not trying to win, you're not trying to grow, you're going to lose. And so I'm playing offense. I play offense all the time, but it's smart offense. It's not, take the ball down the court and shoot a half-court shot, right? It's understanding the offense, running the offense in the right way. And so running your business, thinking about how to grow. And whether it's, you have a huge month in May or you have a huge month in July, how do you make sure you win? And so I'm on offense all the time, always scheming, always coming up with new ideas, always planning and preparing to win. And so you can't find me playing defense too often. I feel like defense, that means the only thing when you're on defense, the only thing you can do is get points scored on you or lose. And I'm on offense all the time. I'm going and going, going. I got a shot. I can't hear. Hey, Josh, I can't hear you.
That was me. That was my bad. That was we muted on ours. That was our team muted us on our side because of the audio feedback. I love that you say this because right now, sometimes people, they get nervous. They get scared and they're maybe trying to reserve themselves a little bit. But you have to be playing offense right now. You have to put yourself out there. And that's something that you talk about all the time as a leader within the UWM culture. You can't just sit back on your laurels because here's the thing, Matt, and I know you probably see this more than most, but a lot of times we see this LO roller coaster. And now there's a huge opportunity for originators to take advantage of past clients, current clients, and maybe the purchase market, maybe it's slowing down a little, but refis, interest rates are, at all-time lows. So they should be going out there and really pounding the pavement with those people, right?
Absolutely. And I think the purchase market's about to pick back up. I think right now the refis are obviously out there, but the reality is I look at these as opportunities. Of course, someone said to me, hey, Matt, I think rates are going to be a lot lower soon. And so I don't want to call, all my past clients. And I said, you know what, you're probably right. I think maybe you try to talk to them and let them know what's going on, educate them so they know that you're there for them. But you might not do that loan for a couple more months. But at the same time, I'm calling new people. That's an opportunity to go get new clients. There's so much opportunity out there. And to sit there and just say, oh, well, I just have my book of business and the purchase are a little slower, so I'm just going to kind of maintain and wait. No, get your past clients teed up. Maybe that's July, August opportunity. Get new clients that don't even know you, who just got put in at a retail loan or put it at a different loan that I have 4.25, 4 3/8 last year. And it's like, let me take care of those guys right now and put them at 3 3/8 and 3.5. Take advantage of the opportunities. Don't think so one way. I think you got to be on offense. You got to go out there and try to grow. If you don't grow, someone's going to take your business.
Oh, that's a brilliant point, Matt. I absolutely love that. And we're seeing that those who are aggressive right now, those who are actually out there pounding the pavement, they're getting things done. They're getting new opportunities. And those LOs who are not, those originators who are not putting themselves out there, you have somebody else who is. So you've got to stay on top of that, which this kind of leads perfectly into kind of my next topic I want to talk about in your book. And guys, ladies and gentlemen, talk about this book all the time. I actually did a review on it a few weeks ago on the show. But Matt, your book that you put out, you talk about success being a team game. Success is a team game. And on the court, off the court, I know you implemented this at UWM, but what does that really mean, success is a team game? And how are you doing that, not only within UWM, but how can we do that as a mortgage community right now?
Well, there's no such thing as you can't win a championship alone. The best players of all time, you have to talk about Magic Johnson, you can talk about Michael Jordan in basketball, you talk about these great superstars. No one wins alone. No one's ever won without being part of a team. And it's much more fun to win as a team. And so mortgage is a team game. You, as an originator, you say, "Oh, I'm a lone wolf. I work in my own." No, you're part of a team. You're part of the shred team. You're part of the AIM team. You're part of the broker team. You're part of the, or your whatever company. Like, we're all part of a team, and so success is a team game, and winning is a team game. Someone says, "Well, I could do it myself." You're probably not winning as much as you could. And a team is all about you. Not only are winning, but you're helping people around you win, and they're helping you get better. And everyone makes everyone better. And that's what I'm really big. I'm huge on team, huge on family, as in, like, we do this together as a team. I call it team broker, as you know, and I'm really big on let's do it together. Let's help everyone win. And like everyone in this mortgage market, like, you can expand it beyond this. It's like weird things going on in the world right now. Help other people out. Be a leader. Help them be part of the team. Help everyone succeed. And so I'm real big on team and helping everyone win together as a team.
Yeah, and I love that. And actually, I got my never relax. I don't know if you can see that. We got the
Oh,
never
yeah, I love
relax.
it. Great.
You can never relax as a team. I love that you say that success is a team game, even in the mortgage industry, because we all know, and I've talked about this before, even if you're within the same company, originators, we compete for business. We just do. But that doesn't mean we can't work together. We can't collaborate. And I know that that's something you're really big on. And every time I've gone to your guys' headquarters and I've been part of your team meetings, your gatherings, just your culture, it breeds that mentality of working together. And then something you're clearly working on in the broker community is bringing those originators together. How, especially when it comes to brokers, how do you see them working together that's helping everybody as a whole right now?
Well, it just really comes down to someone going through a broker, as in you, Josh, that you originate the loan and you're a broker shop and they do a great job with you. It creates a positive mentality and momentum around the broker channel. So that person thinks of broker. If they went, same thing if that person went to a large retail lender and had a great experience, you know what happens? It creates positivity. So, like, brokers, we're all a team. No one thinks of like Ishbia Mortgage and then Smith Mortgage and ABC Mortgage. We don't have brands at the level of the largest lenders in America. And so how do you create we are a brand, we are brokers. And so I'm really big on how do we help the whole broker channel win? How do we help everyone that's a broker? How do we educate? Like when I speak on different, whether it's TV or radio or on different news outlets, it's all about how do we make sure brokers win. I don't care if it's your broker shop or his broker shop or her broker shop. As long as it's a broker shop, we all win together. So it's a win as long as we all are getting business together. And so you don't have to get every loan. You can't get every loan. I can't get every loan. I'm happy when my competitors get loans, right? Because it's okay because it's in the wholesale channel and we're all winning as a team.
Absolutely. And that's, I think, the mentality. And I think, there for a while there was I don't want to say animosity or even some division even within the broker channel, but I think now more than ever, because we have leaders like yourself, Anthony Casa, other great Laura Brandeo, AFR, like you had mentioned some of your competitors. We've started to change this mentality and this mindset in the industry, and now I see originators especially working together, and it's because of great leaders like you who are talking about it, who are applauding those who are doing it. So kudos to you, to your
Yeah.
team, being the innovators, being the leaders of really that mindset.
It
Now,
comes down to one thing. Let me just throw in one
yeah,
more thing. It's like when a broker sends a loan to UWM and we do a great job and they get a referral for that realtor. You know what happens? That referral from the realtor will send them another lead, and that lead might go to PRMG. And Kevin Perino and his team do a great job, and then they grow their business, and then one goes to Laura Brandeo and AFR or Home Point and Caliber. Like, if like I don't like when one of those guys aren't doing a good job. People are like, oh, your competitors are dropping the ball. I'm like, I don't want them to drop the ball. I want them to do a heck of a job. I want to do better because I want people to use me, of course, but I want everyone to do well because they're all part of the same team, and we want everyone to succeed as a team.
oh man, see, and that mentality, Matt, that's what continues to drive you guys. That's what continues to push you, and that mentality of winning as a team, winning as an industry. That's what we need more of. This division, we have to remove it. We need that mentality because we can win as an industry. The consumer needs us to help educate them, and especially in times like this, from forbearances to rates, like there's just so much that the consumer needs to know. And uniting ourselves, the fact that your guys' name has United in it. I love talking about collaboration, but you guys really are uniting the industry, and I love seeing that. Now, I want to shift gears a little bit, Matt, because this is something, guys. I'm going to let you on a little secret. If you guys didn't know, Matt's a huge fan of Taco Bell. Hopefully, he's not. I'm sharing a little secret here. He likes the Taco Bell, but Matt, right now things are crazy. What are you personally doing to stay healthy, not only physically but mentally? Because this world, this COVID-19 world, it can do a lot to us mentally. But let's start with physically. Do you have a physical regimen that you're kind of trying to stick to at all?
Yeah, no, I don't. I don't really have a great physical regimen. I'm sorry. I don't. I get up real early, as you know. This morning I got up at 1:45 in the morning, and I'm hustling and grinding. And I get up and I go. Like my mind doesn't stop, and so that's not good physically. So I'm trying to sleep a little more. 9:30 to 3:30, usually my 6 hours I get, and so a little bit off today, but physically, it's hard, right? I've been riding bikes with my kids, so it's getting a little nicer around here. So take my kids on a bike ride at night when I get home from work or on the weekend. So that's been positive, but I need to do a better job because you got to stay physically sharp, and you got to stay mentally sharp and emotionally sharp. You got to be all three of them. You want to win in anything, business, life, personal, anything it is. And so I got to work on the physical one. I'm not as where I need to be, but Taco Bell is my favorite. So McDonald's or Taco Bell, I'm going to do it.
Dude, that's so funny. And if you guys have ever been to the headquarters, there's just a Taco Bell like right down the street from you guys. And I'm just like, I guarantee. Actually, I don't know if I've ever told you this story, but I actually went in and I'm like, hey, I need some food, and I was grabbing it, and I actually tried to get a gift card at you or at Taco Bell, the one right by you guys, and they're like, oh, we're sold out. People buy gift cards for UWM all the. I'm like, what? Like they sold out of gift cards because of UWM. That's anyway. Side story. Now you mentioned something that I kind of. And I know you don't talk about this a lot, but you mentioned family time. How important is family time to you right now in this? Again, I know you are so uber focused and so in the trenches. I mean, you mentioned that being at work at 1:45 this morning. How important is family time to you?
Well, it's so important, right? So the nice part is I get home every night from work around 6:45. I have dinner with my kids every night. I put all three of my kids to bed every night. Weekends, I'm taking them for bike rides. We're walking around. We can't go anywhere. So they can't have any of their friends over to our house. And so, but spend a lot of time with the kids. Business and kids, that's what I spend my time on. I love my three little ones. They're awesome. And so it's really important because you know what? They have such a different view, and it's fun. I know a lot of people are spending a lot more time with their kids now because there are a lot of people working from home. And what's nice is you get to have a different view, a different perspective. You talk to your kids in a different way. They're not in school, so you're kind of, and so I love it. It's family is everything to me. My three little ones are everything I spend my time with when I'm not in this office.
Man, see, and I love hearing that, Matt, because sometimes when we're in the grind and we see guys like you that are always pushing, sometimes I think we have that mentality like, I have to be more like Matt, I have to keep pushing myself. But hearing it from you, hearing that raw, that genuine, like, hey, family time is important. We have to make that time. And now more than ever, COVID has allowed us to. As a matter of fact, I'm going to give a big shout out to our good friend Chris Parker, who is our account executive at UWM for years and years. Chris Parker is awesome. But I was texting him before this, and he texted me a picture of his new little baby, and I was saying, we were talking about that. Is now this has afforded us a little bit more time to be at home with family and finding that balance, which it's so good to hear you talk about that, Matt, and how important family is to you. I want to jump to this question, and we kind of talked about this, but we are in challenging times. We're in unprecedented times. We've never been here. '07 and '08, they were different. But UWM continues to lead the way in innovation. It continues to always focus on the originator and the broker community. What are you guys doing specifically right now to help the originator community in these challenging times?
Yeah, I think the key here is, and I've talked about this a lot in different times of the cycles, but right now it's reputation management. Like what we all see, and I think most brokers see it, most originators see it, is like there's an opportunity in the next 6 to 12 months, which might be the best 12 months in mortgage history, right? It's going to be unbelievable. Rates will be low, affordability will be great. Purchase season, the pent-up demand is going to all come through in the fall and the winter. Like so much opportunity. What's the most important thing right now? Is you keep your reputation, that people know that Matt at Ishbia Mortgage is a superstar. And Matt at Ishbia Mortgage says what he does. His word is this. Realtors know who I am. Like right now, people sometimes think about, well, I got to get one more deal. And like, listen, I got to pay my bills and you got to pay your bills. Everyone's got to do it. But reputation management, understanding the reputation, understanding because your brand is everything for the long term. It doesn't go away after like a week or a month. One bad example, one bad realtor, one bad referral, one bad job with a borrower that happens to be friends with a bunch of other, like you just lost an opportunity. And so right now is don't get too excited. Don't jump over dollars to pick up pennies right now. Plan on the future. Plan on the next 6 to 12 months might be the best 12 months in mortgage history, and make sure your brand is strong and solid and ready to handle it.
Man, I love that you talk about brand reputation management because that is absolutely critical right now. And I talk about this a lot. There's a huge difference between brand and branding. Branding is a logo. Branding is a slogan. Like you said, it's Ishbia Mortgage, UWM, it's Shred. But brand is what people say about you when you're not in the room. What are people saying about you when you're not in the room? What are you doing right now? Because I agree with you, Matt. I think there's more opportunity in the future. I think the purchase market is going to turn around. You absolutely hit the nail on the head. So what are you doing, ladies and gentlemen? You heard it directly from Mat Ishbia. Look what he has grown over the years. And again, he has his team, but brand and reputation management is everything right now. What are you
Yep.
doing for your clients, your consumers, your audience via social media? What are you
Yep.
doing to build that trust and that confidence? Because that really is everything, Matt.
Yeah, no, we're on the same page completely. I think it's important, and people have to think like that. It doesn't mean don't focus on, but take care of your brand, take care of your reputation. You can't change your name, as in Josh Pitts. You're Josh Pitt. Like, you're a winner. Everyone knows who you are. If you didn't have your brand, like, it doesn't work. You have to have your brand. You have to do a great job. And right now, preparing for the future while still doing great today is key.
And that's something you continually, every time I've ever heard you speak on stage, or every time even you and I just chat, it's always looking forward to the future. Stop stepping over, the dollars to pick up pennies. This is a long-term game. Mortgage will always be a long-term game. Brand reputation management, brand building a brand, getting attention. This is a long-term game, and that's something you clearly continue to show and continue to live within the UWM culture and business. So, Matt, I really appreciate you sharing that. With that, guys, Matt's time is valuable. We went a little bit over our 15 minutes, but I want to thank you so very much, Matt, for all you always, every time and I told you before this, every time Matt and I get on here, Matt has this enthusiasm and this excitement that when him and I get together, it's like, game on, let's go, we're playing. So it's always fun to have you on the show. I always appreciate you taking a few minutes out of your time, out of your day to come and talk with our audience here. So I really appreciate it, man.
Thanks for having me. You're doing awesome, man. Keep up the great work with Shred. I love everyone watching, everyone seeing what you're doing. You're doing a great job leading all of us. We appreciate you.
Well, humbling. Thank you so much, Matt, for the kind words. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, if you joined us live and you heard the incredible words from Matt, comment below hashtag UWM because you joined it and it's absolutely crushing it. And I always appreciate leaders like Matt who are servant leaders, always going out of their way to give back to you as the originator community. So comment hashtag UWM below if you join us live. And if you join us on the replay, make sure you comment hashtag hustle. And as always, ladies and gentlemen, we appreciate you. We love you. Now it's time to go shred. Go show up. Hustle. Repeat every day. See ya.